modern competitive economy and a devolved democratic society. Our freedom has allowed us the space to grow and perfect our nationhood, sustaining the spirit of freedom to evolve from the monopoly of liberation movement into a dynamic, pluralistic society where competition makes us stronger. Since the ultimate goal of freedom is sustainable development, the heroic struggle of our time must focus on achieving this through inclusive growth. The Mashujaa of our era calls for urgent mobilization to create wealth and jobs, reduce poverty and inequality, and protect our environment. The dedication we bring to these tasks will determine how well we uphold the legacy of Mekadilili, Wamenza, and other freedom fighters. This fact is abundantly clear to us. The persistent unemployment, severe poverty, increasing inequality, and general gross underdevelopment are not only undesirable, but are also unacceptable derogation from the legacy of our Mashujaa and the spirit of our intergenerational commitment to freedom. Recognizing this, the government formulated a plan aimed at enhancing dignity and security, creating wealth and expanding opportunities by increasing investments in infrastructure development, essential service delivery, and the productivity of key strategic sectors. The bottom-up economic transformation agenda is Kenya's economic freedom charter, which mobilizes unprecedented levels of investment into the most impactful sectors in providing essential public services inclusively and affordably, multiplying incomes and creating millions of new, good jobs for our many well-educated and highly skilled young people. The priority sectors identified as the strategic pillars of the bottom-up economic transformation agenda have enabled us to galvanize the national development agenda by mobilizing local and foreign investments, significantly improving the reach, efficiency, and impact of services, and creating jobs at a sustained incremental rate. We are driving agricultural transformation through major interventions across all value chains, including fisheries and aquaculture, horticulture and food crops, livestock, beekeeping, and rangeland development. Investments are being made to boost production and supply of quality inputs, provide extension services, reduce post-harvest losses, and maximize returns for producers. These efforts are aimed to increase economies of scale through aggregation, agro-processing, value addition, and exports. Let me announce to farmers across Kenya that we have just concluded the process of procuring the next consignments of fertilizer and assure them that the fertilizer that we have will continue to retail at 2,500 as we committed ourselves. Whether it is tea, whether it is coffee, whether it is maize, whether it is wheat, whether it is sugarcane, we will make sure that prices of fertilizer are universal because we have seen its impact on matters food productivity in Kenya and the lowering of the cost of living as a result of reduction of food prices because of enhanced supply. Fellow citizens, in the digital economy, we have invested in developing digital and ICT hubs in all wards and expanding last-mile fiber connectivity across the country, reaching areas previously considered remote and underserved. I must congratulate members of parliament across Kenya for being partners with us in this effort. And I want to encourage all our members of parliament to front-load and to prioritize the construction of ICT hubs across Kenya so that we can give digital opportunities for our young people, because these efforts have enabled young digital creators, entrepreneurs, and workers to access opportunities not just locally, but also globally. We have also supported our Mama Mboga, the border operators, small-scale traders, construction workers, and others working in the informal and the hustler economy by investing in financial inclusion through accessible loans, capacity building, and regulatory reforms to facilitate their growth. I want to commend the banking industry for extending, just last week, an additional 150 billion in loans and loan facilities to micro, small, and medium enterprises to complement our efforts in making sure that we attend to the people lower in the category. To achieve universal health coverage, we have transformed the provision of health care to enable all Kenyans access promotive and preventive services in addition to curative services. First, under an all-inclusive social health framework, and also through programs like Afya Bora Mashinani, which has onboarded over 100,000 community health promoters who provide health care directly to people in their homes. Ladies and gentlemen, today marks the conclusion of Boma Yangu Week, launched last Monday to celebrate the achievement of our affordable housing program. Throughout the week, we showcased significant progress in advancing this ambitious agenda, which aims to transform lives and livelihoods by providing affordable, decent homes for millions of Kenyans. On this Mashujaa Day, we recognize key initiatives such as the Kenya Urban Resilience Project, the Kenya Informal Settlements Improvement Project, and the National Climate Resilience Program, otherwise known as Climate Works. Under our bottom-up economic transformation agenda, we are committed to striking a major blow for the freedom struggle of our time by eradicating the shame of hunger in the land of plenty, taking decisive measures to significantly reduce poverty, providing all Kenyans with high-quality health care, and enhancing dignity, well-being, and standards of living for everyone. The Affordable Housing Program is central to these efforts, with a target of delivering 200,000 homes annually to meet the growing demands of housing. This initiative aims to tackle the deficit that has left many Kenyans living in insecure, unsanitary, and poorly constructed dwellings, and also fostering the growth of sustainable communities and generating jobs and opportunities across many other sectors. We all know that the future is urban. 60% of our population, not just in Kenya, but globally, will be living in urban areas. That is not a choice we can make. That is a choice as to what kind of living, what kind of settlements these 60% of our citizens who will be living in urban areas, how they will live. Either they will live in slums or they will live in decent dwellings. It is our choice and the choice of our generation to make sure that when we undergo this process, which is inevitable, and we have communities that are urban, they will be living in decent livelihoods. The progress so dreams. For example, Joseph Cairo from Ruiru, who began saving on Boma Yangu and has now accumulated an impressive